Step 1A. Have your own networking list. It should consist of just the categories you are trying to promote in alphabetical order. See the sample, this page. The top categories on the list, over 80 at this time, are member categories that will cash convert your credit dollars with you. The next set of categories should consist of companies you already know and you would like to refer. This list should be in alphabetical order also. This may consist of 5 to 100 prospect categories or more. This is considered a value-added benefit for your existing customers. The last part of this list should consist of new prospect categories in alphabetical order if possible. Step 1B. This is your networking list. You can add or delete members and/or categories. Your business categories appear in red. If a prospect is interested in what you do, expect them to mark one of your boxes. You and your chosen value-added members do not have to pay a membership fee, attend meetings, or give referrals to other members to participate. Each member can have as many categories as is reasonable. You decide what works best for you. We start with over 80 member categories. The reason you can do all of this is because this is enhanced networking. Enhanced networking will work with you to make your list as comprehensive as possible. Step 2. Have a matching list with contact information. See the sample this page. This list consists of matching categories, contact name, contact number, and their website if applicable. What makes enhanced networking different is we use a list of categories with checkmark boxes next to the categories. It takes very little time to show all of your categories. We can show you a list of our member categories in less than 2 minutes. Step 3. Getting more categories and prospects. You should start with 3 groups of categories. Group 1 consists of your cash conversion categories. Group 2 lists your own clients that you would like to refer business to more often. We call this a value-added benefit. Group 3 is a group where you will expand your network. From time to time, you will be transferring members from this third group to one of the first 2 groups. Try to add categories that you don't have. Set networking appointments with prospects that may need what you do. We suggest that you refer business to members of your different groups before you can expect them to start referring business to you. Don't worry about promoting your own agenda. Make the appointment about them. Once they see that you are trying to get them new business, they will start trying to get you new business too. You will find networking partners everywhere. Networking events, chambers, meetups, advertising, etc. The larger your networking group, the more referrals you will be giving and getting. Step 4. The approach. When you approach a potential networking prospect, introduce yourself and your company. You can also give them one of your business cards. Let them know that you use professional networking as a way to prospect for your business. You may want to have your own professional networking business cards as shown. Inform the prospect, I'm a member of a professional networking group that refers business to one another. This group is happy to supply qualified references if needed. We would like to use enhanced networking to refer you new business with no obligation on your part. Once we refer you 1 or 2 new customers and you can see that we can help you, only then consider joining our networking group. Just focus on getting an appointment with business owners to find out more about their business, like what separates them from their competition. Ask to schedule about 1/2 hour of their time and let them know you're networking and not trying to sell them. Step 5A, the appointment. Before the initial meeting, list several meaningful categories from their business card and website if they have one. Add any additional categories that may come up during your conversation. Remember, when you meet with your prospect, try to focus on them telling you about their business. Don't worry about promoting your own agenda. Make the appointment about them. Once they see that you are trying to get them new business, they will start trying to get you new business as well. Tony Robbins calls this mirroring. We suggest you give your prospect at least 15 to 25 minutes, seeing that you are trying to help them get referral business. When this takes place, you will be building tremendous rapport. Later in the presentation, they should be eager to hear more about what you do. Don't be too fast to start talking about your own business. You can always schedule an additional meeting if needed. Step 5B, the appointment continued. After about 20 to 25 minutes of discussing their business, your prospect, out of courtesy, will try to get you to introduce yourself. Before you do that, tell them you would like to show them an example of how you do professional networking, and they will probably agree. You will get your turn to introduce yourself very shortly. Take out your networking list and say, "This is a list of all of my networking partners by categories." You will notice that I have already added your categories to this list. Please put a check in the box next to the categories that you will be needing within the next 2 months and hand them a pen. This should only take about 2 to 3 minutes to complete. They may ask, "Why are some of these categories in red?" Tell them these are your categories. For this reason, there isn't a need to tell them what you do any earlier. When they hand the list back, you may notice that they put a check mark in one of your red boxes. Great! Step 6, procedure. They may also know of someone who needs what you do. This is also great news. If they have a lot of boxes checked, i.e. over 5, use one of your networking copies to transfer the check boxes and let your prospect keep their original copy. They may take the list with them and find something else that they need. Then let your prospect know you will email them with contact information. This consists of the categories checked, the company name, contact name, phone number, and their website if they have one. Ask them to contact the referrals, and you will have these referrals contact them as well. Now is the time to start closing the appointment. If they have checked one of your boxes, you can decide to pitch them or reschedule, depending on the time available. If they have not selected any of your listings, you can assume they are not interested in what you do. Hopefully by now, they more than like you, and if they have any interest, you will sense it. You can go over your listings in red and ask them if they know of anyone that needs what you provide. Remind your prospect that you appreciate working together with referrals. Thank them for their time networking. Step 7. Remember, you can only cash convert from your first list. Your second and third lists are just referrals. You treat them like a regular networking referral. However, they all can be cash converted. If your prospect has no needs, then they can become a prospect for ICRE. Contact us when you're ready to start doing this. Now it is time for you to email the contact information to your networking prospect. You can copy and paste all the information to the email that you will be sending. Remind the prospect to contact these vendors as soon as possible, and finish sending the email. Now it's time to call the needed vendors. When you contact the vendors, if applicable, tell the vendor this is a cash conversion. If they seem confused, just let us know and we will contact them for you. It is important that you send the same contact information you sent to your prospect to Cheryl or one of our other brokers so that they can follow up on your cash conversions for you. Remember to include your prospect's contact information. At this time, your job is complete. To sit back and wait for your cash conversion check to arrive. All the follow-up is done through the ICRE office.